It is Friday, January 28th, 2022. Let's see if we can get that to work. There we go. It is a Wahl. What do you know? This is a great pen. This is a Wahl All Metal Pen, gold-filled, from about 1922-ish. And it's a great writer. In fact, I think it's a semi-stub. And it's flexible, of course. What a surprise. Did you really expect anything other than that from me, right? Of course not. And here's a cool thing about it. It has a Wahl 10-point nib. Let me zoom in here a little bit to see how that works. And this is my first and only 10-point nib. That's early. That's, you know, that harkens back to when Wahl bought out I believe it was the Boston Fountain Pen Company, or actually the Boston Pen Company. So, and they actually took the whole company pretty much. I mean, the employees and everything. You know, Wahl was an office supply, an office machine, actually, company in Chicago. And they had been making adding machines, and they had an adding machine add-on thing, get it? For typewriters. How cool is that? In the teens. I don't know if those things, if any of them still exist, or if it's a unicorn or what. But anyway, they're pretty darn cool. And they had these great pencils called the Eversharp. So that's where the Eversharp part of Wahl Eversharp comes from. And they have these magnificent pens that they decided to, you know, diversify and go into fountain pens. So they bought out the Boston Pen Company and took a whole bunch of employees and everything. And the reason I wanted to make this video now, let's zoom back over here. There you go. This is actually a pretty special day today, January 28th. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see if we can get writing going. Here we go. What a great pen. This is my mother's birthday, and I wanted to make this video for a few reasons. I want to celebrate my mom. Amazing human being. Very unfortunately, very sadly, she's no longer with us. She left this earthly plane, 1 year and 8 days ago. This would have been her 75th birthday. She died only 8 days before her 74th birthday. But the Christmas before then, just, you know, a month earlier, and starting even a month before that, you know, she was not well. She knew it, of course, and she wanted to give me something extraordinary. And what a gift this was. And, you know, I looked everywhere, and I was like, oh, good grief. It was not an easy time, to say the least. But she wanted to get me something special. And then the wonderful Travis Young, he was starting to get really, dare I say it, darn good at restoring and servicing vintage pens. And he had this, and I was like, yeah. Now, I did already have this pattern, but that didn't matter. Oh, I want to show you this cool thing. Where is it? Where is it? This has a very cool, what do you call it? It has a very cool engraving on it. So this is not only carrying the spirit of my mother, which means an enormous amount to me. incredible person. I mean, everybody thought she was incredible. It's not just me. But it also has this fascinating fellow's name on here. It's J. Fred McCaleb. I know nothing about him. I don't remember if I found any information about him online. Sometimes you can get lucky and find out info about these folks. But what a great pen. You know, what a great gift. So I get to think of my mom every time I use this pen. And it's just a great pen. And she loved these. That's one thing that's wonderful about the last few years of being with my mom. I say that because, I mean, my father died. She was, my mother was 73. My father was only 66. He died in 2013. So, yeah, that wasn't easy either, let me tell you. But, it was really amazing. We got to be, I mean, it sounds trite, but we got to be friends. We actually got to become friends. Dear friends. Great friends. And she loved these. She loved these pens. I mean, I shared with her how much I love them. And she loved them. So she wanted to give me one, and I was so thrilled when she did. How cool is that, right? But these, I mean, I'm telling you, Wahl had they just had a thing that nobody else did. They just really have a tremendous feel. Their nibs are amazing. I just love them. And I figured I would, I had a brief exchange with a dear friend of mine, Michelle Butler Martell. What a sweetheart. And she said, why don't you, play some of your mother's favorite music? And I was like, oh, I'm doing this video and I would like to do that. But I'm going to run into like copyright strike problems, if I play Cry Baby by Janis Joplin, right? Because I so would. She would play that while vacuuming. I mean, how cool is that, right? I mean, who wants to vacuum, right? Nobody, but that really got her going. That would get anybody going. So I figured, I'd make a video. I'd like to include some music, but I don't know what to include. So Michelle said, why don't you play something of yours that your mother really liked? And I said, it's a good idea. Now, so what I'll do is I will play for you this song that I did 1,000,000 years ago. And I'm not going to talk during it because I'm singing during it. But this song is already, good grief, oh my God, I think it's like 35 years old already. That's insane. Anyways, from 1987. I was 20, oh good God. Yeah, I was 20 years old. So, wow, that's freaky. I can't believe it. Anyway, so I'm just gonna play this song, and I mean, compared to my newer stuff, I suppose it's really primitive, but anyway, there's a long story behind this. And this song, James Sellers, the great composer, my mentor, my dear friend, who very sadly is no longer with us either, he wrote an arrangement of it for a string and wind quintet with the keyboard. And it got performed all over the place. Wolf Trap, it was a big deal at Wolf Trap in Virginia, in Vienna, Virginia. I think, Michael Barrett did a bunch of performances of it. So that's a feather in my cap. And certainly in James's, of course, as well. But yeah, this was the version that I did, which has all sorts of primitive sampling in it and stuff. Anyway, so here it is. And I'm going to play the song and just kind of scribble for a bit. And here goes.
Thank you so much. Here's a song for all you lovers out there in Birdland. Her name was Jenny tomorrow, I surrounded something. She was so beautiful, so pretty and nice. I'll never forget when she entered my life. It was feeling a good, or maybe it was outside. Ladies, in the station, can't remember. She won her hair, and her eyes looked so pretty. A little girl made of plastic and the shimmer on the back with the panthers. And I'll never forget when she said that sweet, she's so annoying. It was just the sound in this song, no lie. We will never fight out, we will be together forever. She wanted to dance in the crowd, she used to sell cigarettes, but it was so gangly. Walking through the door, up and down in the bed, she hated. Not for anything, really, try something. Shadow in concentration. I have no army college. How can anyone be intelligent still be dumb? And then I told her at a cash register. I have a good recollection of her face. It was so bad. And I'll never forget it when she said, well, let's leave this one away. It was just the same thing, so never mind. She wanted to dance in the crowd, she used to sell cigarettes. It was so goddamn manly. Is it a visa called or maybe you're very alone? She's so bad. And I'll never forget when she said that all of that sweet was so annoying. It was just a sound of the song. We will never part, I love you. We'll be together forever and ever. She wanted to dance in the club. She used to sell cigarettes. Her earrings were so dangly. Her name was Jenny. Tomorrow I surrounded something. She was so beautiful, pretty and nice. I'll never forget when she entered my life. It was in Nathan's, or maybe it was outside the ladies. I can't remember. Her hair and the Charlie clothes moved so neatly. They were made of plastic, and the children of our nature blackfish. I have a dim recollection of the things that was just over there. I'll never forget what she said, oh, that's sweet, the sun of morning.
Thank you, Mom. You really are the greatest. There will never be anyone like you ever again. And I'm so lucky that I've, well, been a little part of you, your legacy, I hope. And I can only hope that there's a bit of a legacy that I leave behind. And certainly your spirit is living on in not just me, but so many incredibly wonderful people who will never forget you. You're the best. Thank you, Mom, for everything.